Tuesday was cold, I almost froze my toes. Oh, what's it gonna be next week? Who knows? That's climate. Oh, that's the climate you got. You take a bunch of weather and you average it together and you're doing the climate rock.
Glacial pace means something happening so slowly, you can hardly tell it's happening at all. That is used to describe the very slow meltdown of glaciers each year. But now, that's changing rapidly. We are tagging along with 3 NASA scientists to understand different links to not only investigate, but also communicate glacial complications to the public. Ice sheets pretty much occur in 2 places, Antarctica and Greenland. Glaciers play a key role in draining melt off the ice sheets. We shall make a video on glaciers later.
So we know that something's happening in Greenland right now that's unprecedented in the last several thousand years.
That's Dr. Josh Willis, climate scientist in Jet Propulsion Laboratory. He and his team are studying big climate challenges of 21st century, trying to understand how melting glaciers impact sea level.
With my mission, Oceans Melting Greenland, or OMG for short, just how much of Greenland's melt is caused by the oceans?
Along with being NASA's top climate scientist, Josh is passionate about demystifying climate change in an unconventional way.
I think by reaching out to people with a little bit of humor, a little bit of fun, maybe a song, you really have the opportunity to help people understand and come to terms with what we're doing to our planet. Because it's definitely happening and it's definitely a big deal, and we need to start preparing for it.
At opposite pole, Dr. Kelly Brunt is getting ready for a major expedition.
In December and January this year, we will be at poles to grab ground-based GPS data.
This is actually Kelly's 2nd expedition to South Pole. The first occurred last year. Both surveys were critical and helped validate data collected by NASA's various airborne and ground campaigns.
All 3 layers, ground-based, airborne, and satellite, are all tied together. Ground-based helped validate both satellites and the airborne. And the airborne gives us bigger picture about the depth of ice sheets. What's going on underneath the surface?
While some scientists are taking measurements in field, others are looking for answers in physics and lines of code.
For me, those projections that we are doing, they do have a very personal meaning.
Dr. Sophie Nowitzki is an ice sheet modeler. She has an important job of predicting how ice will change in future, and also predicting changes in sea level. It's the job she doesn't take lightly, since urban planning and infrastructure used for safety of communities.
When we make those projections that are 100 years in the future, 100 years can seem so far away, like I don't have to worry about it, it's just too far. But actually they are not. It's really like the future that we are looking at that our children or grandchildren will see to experience.
Whether it's learning to communicate more effectively, or studying very tough environment of the planet, we are taking responsibilities to impact climate forecast. Our explorers are pushing new limits to discoveries every day, to comprehend why and how planet is changing as rapidly as it is. On the next episode of Cryosphere, we shall be discussing icy moons of solar system.
Rational knowledge.